They love me, all my people with me. They love me all.
Since the fall of Muammar Gaddafi in 2011, Libya has faced over a decade of relentless turmoil, struggling to build a stable government. What started as a fight for freedom turned into a long, complicated civil war. Muammar Gaddafi came to power in 1969 through a military coup, overthrowing King Idris. He transformed Libya from a monarchy into a socialist state. Libya's oil wealth was reinvested into the country, leading to impressive advancements in healthcare, education, and infrastructure. Libya's hospitals and schools saw significant improvements, allowing Libyans access to free education and healthcare. By the 1980s, Libya had one of the highest literacy rates in Africa and a well-developed healthcare system that was accessible to all. Gaddafi's government nationalized Libya's oil industry, ensuring that its wealth remained in the hands of Libyans. Oil revenue was used to modernize the country and lift millions out of poverty. Thanks to these policies, Libya achieved one of the highest standards of living in Africa during Gaddafi's early years in power. Initially, Gaddafi aimed to unite Arab countries, but later shifted his focus toward African unity and collaboration. Despite these efforts, Gaddafi's rule became infamous for brutal human rights abuses, political oppression, and support for international terrorism, including the 1988 Lockerbie bombing. In February 2011, inspired by the Arab Spring, Libyans began to protest, starting in Benghazi and quickly spreading across the country. The clashes between Gaddafi's forces and opposition groups turned violent. By March, the UN imposed a no-fly zone, and NATO launched airstrikes to protect civilians. In July, the National Transitional Council (NTC) was recognized internationally as Libya's legitimate government. In August 2011, anti-Gaddafi forces captured Tripoli. And by October, Gaddafi was captured and killed in Sirte. Shortly after, the NTC declared Libya a free nation with plans for democratic elections. There was hope that Libya would finally find unity, but peace never came. Today, Libya is more divided than ever. Rival governments backed by powerful militias control different regions, often outpowering the national army. For Libyans, daily life is plagued by violence, joblessness, and less freedom than before. The initial hope for a better Libya has turned into disillusionment. War crimes, torture, and even slavery are rampant, especially affecting vulnerable migrants hoping to reach Europe. Many are detained in overcrowded camps, facing abuse and forced labor. Libya has become a place where dreams of freedom often end in despair. Libya's story shows the deep scars left by military intervention. The world needs to remember Libya and push for accountability from leaders who promised change. The dream of freedom may seem distant, but hope is not gone. Libya is a reminder to the world, a call to act, to listen, and to support peace. Let's stand with Libya. Let's not let this promise go unanswered. Please subscribe for more stories that matter, and don't forget to leave a comment. Also, share this video to help spread awareness about Libya's journey.